Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Age of Fear, the Undead King. First thing I should say, I realised that I forgot to mention this. That this is Age of Fear, Undead King Gold, which is the yet unreleased version of the Age of Fear Undead King game. And that's why certain features like the world map and the random encounters and various bits and pieces aren't popping up, and some people's haven't been added to some people's games yet. This is basically a yet to be released version of the game, and it slipped my mind, and I'm sorry about that. So we're going to jump back into the game and get some stuff done and grab a pearl. Some people have probably wondering why I'm not doing as many of the random battles. I did a play test before I got done and did this Let's Play because I was a bit rusty. I hadn't played this game for a couple of years. And I found that on the hardcore mode that I'm playing on, the random battles early on are quite challenging. And when I say quite challenging, I mean they're unless you get lucky, you're probably going to lose. So I'd rather not lose units early on. Right, so we're getting a whole lot of nice items equipped. A Ring of Speed is always useful, means my character can move about a bit quicker on the battlefield. Discovers some ancient writings on a stone wall. Someone recognises them as demonic language. Let's try and read them. Your hero spent a few hours attempting to decipher the writings, working through the number of demonic tongues, but unable to do so. That's probably going to be for a character that can read demonic stuff. Going to get some of these crystals. I believe you need about 8 for the magical necklace to be generated. As a magical necklace, it can be generated through a special event if you've got enough mana crystals with you on your person. But no, I want to fight some of these battles, these random battles, but as it stands, they're a bit too unbalanced at the moment for my characters.
In the morning, King William gathered all the knights so he could address them. Good day, gentlemen. As you know, we stand near Grey Rock. We also stand near the horde of greenskins who have besieged the citadel there. Our scouts report that the greenskins have not yet breached the walls of Grey Rock. Yet the horde is large, and we cannot just charge them. We will need additional reinforcements, for which I have already sent. The greenskins know that we are here, and that we are a formidable presence. Yet they do not know our exact strength and position. We cannot let them learn this information. So I ask each of you to go on patrols and slay every goblin, every orc, and every other foul creature you see. This will keep them from reaching our camp and learning our strength. We will win this war in the name of humanity. But first, we must prepare ourselves. Each of you will have an assigned area. I will send rangers into the forests to help you track and hunt down our enemies. Good luck to you all. Within hours, all the knights had their orders, and the scouting parties were in the forest.
Right. So, here we go. Let's do the side mission first. It gives us a bit of experience. I want to do the random missions, but we just do not have the amount of men yet.
The first 2 days were calm, though at one point the party could hear a short fight in the distance. The king's rangers were the finest trackers from all over the kingdom. These brave scouts were trained in the art of concealment. Sir Edward neither heard nor saw a thing, when at that instant a ranger appeared before him. Greetings, sir. I am Fendril. We have spotted 2 groups of greenskins during our ride. The first group is made up of orcs and 1 ogre, and the second is a small band of goblins. Good work, Fendril. Now we can surprise these nasty creatures. How about the ogre? Will you be able to nail him down? I'm afraid not, sir. There are just a few of us. But we can take care of the goblins for you while you dispatch the group of orcs. How does that sound? Well, we need to find a way to kill the ogre. Attack on my whistle, and try to shoot the goblins dead before they can reach us. With pleasure, Sir Edward. Be careful, Fendril. Don't get yourself killed. Now go, and prepare your men. Sir Edward led his men to set up an ambush for the greenskins. The party soon heard their guttural voices, and a moment later, they spotted their enemy. Edward waited until the creatures were all within bow range. before he whistled the signal to attack.
Okay, so let's look at the forces we have. I think in the last battle we lost a bunch of our royal. Well, not lost them, but they're out to injury. So we have a bit of an unbalanced force. I'm probably going to have to buy. I want to save my money for the next keep upgrade, so I'm probably going to just buy a royal guard and get him straight away and switch him out for one of the archers. Actually, that archer's going to be joining us in the fight, isn't he? Ugh. This is the problem, which is that I've got a really unbalanced force right now because a bunch of my melee fighters are out. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. I might lose someone here. Quiet now, men, declares Edward. Greenskins are not far. They don't know we're here. This will be easy. The horse neighs. What is it, Lucifer? Don't tell me you're afraid of a few scream buggers. Right, so it's got an ogre, a couple of goblins, a couple of orcs, and a shaman, which is going to be a pain. But I get the feeling there's going to be more to this fight than that, so we'll make a relative line the best we can. We'll get some of our, and we'll put our range units. We have, yeah, we got a bit too many range units in this battle for my liking. I'd rather have had another. I would have preferred to have more Royal Guardsmen, to be honest. Let's tease them forward. We'll be able to find out soon enough if they have extra units or not if we hit someone, because that normally is a trigger for allowing the enemy reinforcements to come into the game. No one's in range.
Commands.
Let's pull them forward
I have
slightly.
plenty of arrows.
That shaman's going to be annoying, especially since they've been reworked. The ogre's going to be a pain. I can't help the glitching, lords and ladies, it's just how it is. Right. Yeah, here we go. That's a lot. That's really a lot. And they flanked us as well with forces. Yeah, so we're in for a real humdinger as a fight.
Try me. Want some more?
Hit the orc.
Try to stop me.
Kill him as quickly as we can. I want him dead if we can do it.
Welcome. Very clever.
The ogre's going to be a pain, and the netters in the back. I wish we had a. What we really need is we need a magic user that isn't a healer. I think we can get one in this campaign. I remember the scripts in the game saying that they've added in a new hero unit in the form of a mage. So hopefully you'll get that individual soon.
Glorious.
Because at the moment we're at a because like our magical user is completely party support. He's no offensive capability at all. So we're in a bit of disadvantage.
Welcome.
He's going to have to go back to cover the rear from the advancing orcs. There goes our magic because he just dispelled it, which is a pain. This is going to be fun. We may lose one of the archers. I'm going to have problems holding everybody off, which is going to be annoying. Right, first off, drink the mana potion so you can actually do stuff. Archers.
Fire.
We could try and, like, we haven't got enough people close enough to. I was trying to break his morale,
On it.
but we can probably do it this way, which is to kill off the weak goblins and instead break the orcs, because that's one of the ways you can deal with them. That lone goblin up there's going to be a pain if I'm not careful, so I'm just going to do for him as well.
Very clever.
Lucifer cannot land a proper hit when you're wiggling around. The horse looks affronted. Do you always question your orders, or just today? Lucifer remains silent. I'm happy that we've come to an understanding. Yeah, I can't help the glitching, folks. It's just This game does not record
Rush
well,
them.
unfortunately. It's a great game, but the only downside I have of it is that it just is not compatible with recording software to what I can
For
tell.
the kingdom.
Oh, we missed that royally.
Very
Okay,
clever.
cut him up.
They won't notice.
Dagnabbit, my luck sucks as always. Right, let's heal him. Keep him alive. There's a bunch of them incoming. Oh, they slowed us down. Goblins moving up, orcs moving up, ogres trying to swing for us. This is not good. We're blocking a lot of attacks, but they've got lots of reinforcements inbound.
Fire.
Let's see if we can
Here's my
kill
message.
him off. So that should hit their morale. The orc screams out, so it has to hurt. Let's try and focus on the ogre, because they have relatively bad morale, so if we can smack their morale
Out of my
down,
way.
he should break.
Taste my dagger.
Hopefully. Didn't quite work out like that, but still.
They won't notice. Taste my
Missed.
dagger.
Ugh, we're not having luck.
To glory.
No luck at all. This is going to be troublesome. It's a healing totem. This is one of the things that the same it's been reworked to. They have a lot of more like totem-based magical units. Because previously the shamans were just not useful at all. I mean, they had some abilities and they could poison a lot of things. They had a limited capacity and were useful to
Here's
an
my
extent.
message.
But yeah, not great.
Try me.
Right, we broke him so he can run off. In
Fire.
hindsight, I should have probably focused the archers on a different target, because these guys can't move. Oh, do I pull him back? I might have to, just so he can
Splendid.
get a healing potion off. I have a feeling I'll lose someone. I'd rather I lose one of the archers that's
Taste
not
my
as
dagger.
talented.
For the kingdom.
Oh, we broke a bone. It's not too bad. Things are not going to plan at all. And it's got the healing totem up. I don't mind if it heals the ogre, because the ogre's morale is bad. I just don't want it to come back in the fight, because if it gets back in the fight, it's going to be a pain. They've netted us again. Gouged an eye. And our units are getting pummeled. Oi. Can't move. These guys can't move, so they can't do anything this turn, which is really bad. He needs to fall back and heal.
Fight for the king. Taste
You need to
my
kill off the
dagger.
orc, which is useful for us.
For the kingdom.
Try and kill this orc.
On it.
Crack his skull open like a melon. Oi. Heal him.
Here's my message.
And we killed him off, and at least it blocks him from being attacked anymore.
On it.
We got a hit off on him. Those guys are healing. I'm not concerned, to be honest. I just don't want the guy to rally, which will be a pain. He got a hit off. Slow, which is annoying. He got hit. Not a great turn, to be honest, for us.
Try me.
I should have probably sought the orc that was fighting in combat right now.
Fire.
But I want to try and keep... That guy needs to die.
Rushing them.
Yeah, I definitely should have sought him.
They won't notice.
Want some more?
Yeah, should have definitely shot him. That's my fault. We're going to use a unit, lose a unit because of it as well. Oh well, this is how it is. It's just an archer, so they're not massively expensive, but still.
Taste my dagger.
I could have afforded without losing him. Yeah, just how it is. Shame. I'm really sick of those netters. Totem disappeared, which is good.
Fire.
Kill him off. Also, these guys are losing a lot more morale. It's probably to do with the
Here's my
fact that we're playing on a harder difficulty, so their morale isn't as impacted as much.
For the
Or it's the
kingdom.
orcs, and the orcs have a higher morale buff.
Out of my way. Taste my dagger.
With him dead, yeah, we'll charge him.
To glory.
Still not quite dead. That's annoying.
Yes?
Get him healed up. I mean, this hasn't been a bad fight. It's definitely been an annoying fight, because I could have probably saved the bowman if I'd focused all fire on that one orc.
Want some more? On it.
Deal with the goblins. And that's probably going to break him, and he's going to run off. You can run down and finish him off.
Taste my
He's
dagger.
dead. I'm probably going to charge the warlock with my
Welcome.
cavalry just to tie it up in combat, so it doesn't get a turn of
Rush
fighting
them.
me. Got a deep wound, excellent.
Glorious.
So what we've got left, an ogre and a goblin that's fleeing. The ogre's going to attack my hero, which is a pain, but he misses. Just.
Fight for the king.
Want some more?
How can you miss something that big?
Here's my message.
War is coming.
Give him a good hit. If we can get enough
To
hits on him,
glory.
it should break him. Just out of range.
Excellent.
Won't charge him in, because he'll die from one hit. Because he's only got 2 hit points. He's nearly dead, so he needs to fall back. But we should be able to
victory.
break the ogre, and the ogre should flee. You can chase
They
him down
won't
and kill him,
notice.
which is lovely. You can
For the
deal
kingdom.
with the shaman, which is excellent as well. Oi. That netter's going to be annoying because he's got to do that. So we've got to do segmental movement to get around
This shall be a
through
glorious day.
people's
Rush
zones
them.
of control and deal with him, which is excellent. Because we put him down quickly.
Very clever.
Got to collect the loot. Some gold, rubies. I mean, it was a good battle, to be honest. The loss of that low-level archer is annoying at this stage of the game. It's
Try
not
to stop me.
It's not a problem, but it's frustrating because they're worth a bit of money. Brute's Brew is useful. I can give it to
You
my
have
hero.
sword. War is coming.
Let's see what we
Rush
have in
them.
here. Money, silver bar, and a bunch of surprisingly high-level rats. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, as I say, I'm playing it on hardcore mode,
of my
guys,
way.
which is the second hardest difficulty. It's not easy.
Surely,
You can see it in multiple things. I will say that the
I have plenty
the
of
difficulty
arrows.
is really impacting the random battles. Like
Splendid.
I will, besides the first one that I fought with the fungi in the first episode, in all my experience, like not play testing, but with well, I suppose it's play testing. I did
Amen. At a
an
distance.
evaluation game
Try to
because I
stop
hadn't
me.
played this in a while, and the random encounters on hardcore, you don't want to touch them early on. You just can't do it. You can't afford to lose the units, and they have a lot of pretty nasty stuff, to be honest, more than I was expecting. I mean, I want to sew them off, but I don't want to have a full party wipe, which is what will basically
some
happen
more?
if we do the random encounters at this
To
stage.
victory! Try to stop
Right,
me.
those guys are dead. And we win, technically, yet again. Got to crack some more treasure chest open. I do like
To
this game.
victory!
It really does remind me
Rush
of
'em
D&D and the old tabletop style, sort of top-down, tactical turn-based. game played that you don't find a lot anymore. I mean, like, trust me, these glitches aren't here in the game. This is literally when I'm recording. It's just the issue with the software. So don't think, oh, this game has loads of bugs, because it doesn't. It's very well polished. It looks nice. The story's engaging. Out of all of them I've played, I like all the games are good. All the free games are very good. I like the first one a lot more.
Greenskins took Edward and his party completely by surprise. Fortunately, the soldiers quickly overcame the shock and struck back with force. Orcs were tougher than human infantry on an individual basis, but the kingdom's soldiers were able to best them using teamwork. One by one, the orcs fell to the ground, and not a single greenskin was able to escape. After the battle, Sir Edward met with Fenrir and his men. The Rangers had suffered casualties, but both parties had emerged victorious. Fenrir could not believe his men had failed to spot the greenskins that had taken them by surprise. "I don't understand, sire. My people are the best trackers in the kingdom. It must have been black magic that allowed them to sneak up on us." Edward did not want to further upset the ranger, but noted that these small creatures were not stupid. Over the next several days, the company had a peaceful tour through the forest. Neither the rangers nor the party saw any further enemies. Eventually, the king's troops arrived and relieved Sir Edward and his party from patrol duty. Later that evening, a messenger brought Sir Edward a message. "Sir, the king wants to break the siege of Grey Rock tomorrow. Please ready your troops." "Of course, we shall be ready by sunrise." "One more thing. Sir Tybalt instructed me to give you this purse. He said to spend it well."
So we've got 1,000 gold. Note, the heroes hear rumours of a long-abandoned mine on the Dwarven lands. What drove the miners away? Could this be something of interest? Okay, we've got the obelisks. Good. Carved from dark stone, sticking like knives from the glacier under their feet, the magical obelisks before the adventurers stand tall through the swirling blizzards. Heroes step close and feel the extensive vibrations of the snow ground. The obelisk must be extending deep into the earth and clearly still contains some amount of magical power. Your items start to hum. This is basically the scenario we need the magical crystals for, and you get an artifact out of it. There's the Dead Dwarf King's Burial Tomb, which is very cool. There's a whole bunch of really good events. We're not quite high enough level to tackle some of them, and there's a dwarf mine there as well. Interesting. Interesting. Lots of very interesting places to go to. But as I said, our party's relatively low level. I have to heal him up first. Put his eye back in his head at least. So he's going to be out of combat. Right. Upgrade him to Royal Guard. Yeah, we'll do that. We can get the XP fairly quickly, and Royal Guards tend to be better overall. So it's more useful to, well, it's more practical for us to get them now rather than later. These guys are becoming elites, which is nice. Oh, they're becoming veterans. The monk becomes a regular. What else can we get him? Poison immunity, yeah. I'll get it early on. It's a little bit of waste of XP, but goblins use poison weapons, and I can't afford to lose my healer. Upgrade him to regular, yeah. He needs it. You become a regular as well. Let's see. You become elite, which is fantastic. And we'll make you... He's almost to Royal Guard level, or elite level, but we'll make him Royal Guard first, just so that it's a bit tougher. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Hero time. Veteran, definitely get veteran. It's a fantastic thing. It will give him more HP and just more stats in general. Right, flame sword. Yeah, I'm going to take this dwarf sword off. Even though it will lower our defense, the flame damage and flame wave abilities are really useful, especially if we're in a big melee. and we want to hit multiple opponents at once. I do want to get him some armor, because he hasn't got any actual armor of yet, which is really impacting him. So we've got to sell some stuff. Even if it's just common armor, I just pay to get some common armor. And the silver bar. So we're not doing too badly on cash. So we could buy him... We either need to buy him a helmet or some armor. I don't want to buy a magical armor, to be honest. Not at this stage in the game. It's quite expensive. So we've got to give him the fire sword. And what's Wolf Shield give him? Defense, more speed. Killing Blow is very nice. If we could get him an item with Killing Blow, it's very useful. Because it allows you to hit quicker against units that have less than half health. Lizard Mask, perhaps. Poison Resistance, Killing Blow. Improved Attack. That might actually be useful to get him. It's not too expensive. Killing Blow is really useful. Poison Resistance is really useful for heroes. We can afford it. I might do that. Yeah, I'm gonna get him the helmet. I know we need to get him armor, but the helmet would be so much better right now. Excellent. Excellent, yes. So he's got Killing Blow and he's got Poison Resistance. Plus his attack goes up, which means that he's going to be able to be more likely to hit opponents. Oh, Wolf Shield is very nice. Yeah, so we could have got some swamp berries, which was slightly cheaper, but Killing Blow is very potent. So not too bad. We lost a unit. We lost a unit, which is annoying, but it could be worse. Indeed. So, as I said, this is Age of Theory Undead King. This is, as I have just mentioned, a preview build. This is for Age of Fear Undead King Gold, which is yet to be released. It's basically, I believe it's to be basically a remastering of the original Age of Fear, as you can see, with the open world and all the lovely bits and pieces added to it. So for those of you who are playing the game and you aren't getting the open world stuff, it's because it's not made public yet. This is basically a preview, as it were, and I had forgotten about that fact. So, as I say, I hope you've all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again next time. Goodbye, folks.